I'm Luyanda Mpahlwe, an architect from the architecture and design firm Design Space Africa, and we're based in Cape Town. Well, the topic was quite wide-ranging, but it was really about the application of alternative building technologies, a field which I've been involved with for quite some time now. The perceptions generally are that alternative building technologies are inferior or are unknown or are untested, and therefore we can't take the risk and use them. But I believe that the more we actually experiment with these products, the more we create an environment where they can be, legitimized and also accredited, then it will be easier to educate communities and people that alternative building is not actually different or less or inferior, but it's actually a way of building that maybe uses indigenous ways of building, because in the rural parts of South Africa, indigenous building has been made with technologies that we don't regard as mainstream. There is no adequate education, information and use of alternative building technologies, and as professionals, practitioners, architects, engineers, we've got to actually bring these systems into the mainstream. And we've got to make sure that we can, test their durability, test their thermal performance, and we've got to work together with other industries to make sure that people know if they build with a sandbag or a rammed earth building technology, that it's actually healthy. The building reduces the carbon footprint. The building keeps the warmth inside and blocks the sun from coming through into the building. So it's a question of education, and I think we have to just understand that most of the old buildings that are standing, whether in Rome or in South Africa, are because they use materials that are responsive to the climate and are actually well suited, in terms of their thermal performance. Well, having been involved with the sandbag construction, which is now slowly being recognized as a possible building material, and also platforms like what Sasol has created here to actually bring a discussion around the table on these technologies, I think that's all, the right steps that we are taking as a country. It was interesting to listen to the CEO of Agrimo, which is one of the certification bodies, and hearing his insights. I think the future is all about how do we bring these technologies into the mainstream? How do we bring the information out there so that people know that it is safe to build with them and that it actually is cheaper perhaps? And the more we use them, the more they become actually price competitive as well.